Hey there, brother. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome if this is your first time watching one of my videos. It's an honor to have you here. And I wanted to create this video today to just remind you of something that I personally needed reminding of when body dysmorphia was running my life. And if you are new here, I suffered with body dysmorphia for 15 years, and it was more than just the body aspect of it. It was more than me just looking in the mirror and not liking the physique that I saw. Whilst that was part of it, ultimately what that was stopping me from doing was far more important, or left a far bigger hole in my life than just having the physique. Because I don't know about you, but I want to get the most out of this life, right? As a man, I feel like I have this destiny and this desire to lead, to build this dream life, to support my family, my future family, my wife, my future kids, to support my loved ones, and to be a really positive impact on this earth. Like, I want to get to the end of my life, lying in my deathbed, taking that last breath, and be able to look back and know that what I did was truly meaningful and truly important, and leave my impact and leave a legacy for those that are to come. And when body dysmorphia was impacting me in just about every way, I was insecure, I lacked confidence, I didn't feel good enough, right? In and out of the gym, I was unable to ever be happy with my progress, and I was unable to actually make the physical progress and see the body that I truly wanted, right? Among a lot of other things. When I was in this part of my life, when these things were going on, the idea of me building this life, having the impact, leaving the legacy, just felt so far-fetched. Like, the only place I would ever see them was literally in my dreams, or if I was journaling about them, or if I was having visualizations about them. But deep down, I was like, I'm never going to be able to create this, because who am I to create this? Who am I to build this life? Who am I to be a man that is the leader that other people look up to, that is a role model, right? That is what this body dysmorphia, this crippling insecurity, this self-doubt can really do to us. But if you're anything like me watching this, you feel you have this potential within you, and you've shown glimpses of it in the past, be it in your personal life, in your social life, maybe in the gym, maybe you have gotten into great shape before, but you haven't been able to maintain it. Maybe in past relationships, maybe in your career or your business, you have some evidence that you are actually capable of doing some really incredible things. But when push comes to shove and the dust settles, you go back to what is your normal. And ultimately, like me, it was this version of myself that was full of doubt, full of that negative inner voice, full of like, who am I to be able to do these things and to make the progress and be the man that I truly want to be, right? And this is where things like comparison and fear of judgment came into my life. I would scroll social media and I would see all these blokes in all these different areas, from the gym to entrepreneurs to people in content creation to just other fathers that I followed, that I was like, I would love to be like them. But still that little voice would persist in my mind, being like, you can't do this. Look at what you've done. Look at all your failures. I would stand and look in the mirror, and instead of feeling empowered and strong and proud of that man that I saw in the mirror, I would only see flaw. I would only see limitation. And the more we live like this, the more it just slowly saps away our power and our commitment to our mission. And as a man, that is one of the most, if not the most important thing that we have deeply ingrained into us, is to fulfill a mission, is to live with purpose, is to actually build something in our lives. Be it just a family, be it a body, be it a business, be it some form of impact where we are making this world a better place. However, after doing the work to overcome my body dysmorphia, which included the physical work, but more importantly, the inner foundation work, the mental, emotional, and spiritual stuff to rewire my self-image, to see myself differently, to change my language, and to actually get an understanding of how my brain was keeping me stuck in this old identity. When I started to move through this and I started to see myself differently, and my body started to change, and I started to actually, instead of feeling this potential that lay within me, I actually started to see evidence of it. And that becomes addictive. You're like, okay, I can actually do this, right? All the mental, emotional, and spiritual work is allowing me to go and create in the physical reality, be it my body, be it my relationship, be it my business, which were my main three. And I started to see this momentum, right? And it makes sense because all I ever tried in the past was training program after training program, and told myself I just needed to be more disciplined. I just needed to want it more, right? But when it comes to body dysmorphia, when it comes to these deeply ingrained and wired neural pathways in our brain and this identity that we have lived with for so long, we actually need to do the work to shift that. So I just wanted to remind you, brother, that if you are struggling with your body image, if you don't see a way out, if you see all these men doing these epic things that you would wish that you could do, or if you just want to see yourself as someone who can lead their family, right? Be that pillar, be that role model that you desire to be, then you are capable. This isn't a capability issue. This is just an issue of, okay, we need to actually work out what's going on inside you. We need to get clear on what your purpose is. We need to remove this body dysmorphia identity from your reality. And the sooner we can do that, the sooner the other pieces become clear. The sooner transforming your body will feel effortless. The sooner your purpose will come to you. The sooner you'll start seeing these amazing opportunities and doors open in your life because you've stopped living in this place of limitation and restriction and ego. And you started to actually step into who you truly are deep down before the world of conditioning and this old identity got to you. So keep going, brother. I'm rooting for you. And if I can do it, if I can get from where I was into the man I am today, then so can you. And of course, if you like help getting there, then there are some options down below in the caption, not the caption, this is YouTube, in the description box. Otherwise, send me a message on Instagram, reach out to me, let's have a conversation, because I truly want to help men remove their body dysmorphia so they can be a fucking asset to this world and lead their lives and the people they love as they intended.